Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cook's Vision.
What's going on, cooks? My name is Zach, and this is Cook Vision, where today I'm talking to you guys about a menu idea that I have for the restaurant that I work at. First, I would like to apologize to you guys for missing last week's upload. I do apologize sincerely. If you've been rocking with your boy from the beginning, I usually upload every Tuesday, and I missed last week's, and I apologize for that. A lot of stuff going on at work, my responsibilities have changed, but we found a new balance, and I'm rolling out videos again for you guys, okay? So today we're talking Osso Bucco, and I'm gonna go over with you guys exactly how I would pick it up if I was at work. But first, I do want to apologize for the second time. When I first initially tried to record the prep for this video, it just didn't work out. I don't know what happened between the camera and my laptop, whatever. But so everything that you see now is basically done, right? The meat, the Osso Bucco has been braised, the beans have been cooked, you know what I'm saying? So the small things like that have been done. I can't show you guys, but if you got any questions, drop them down in that comment section below, and I will gladly answer those for you, right? So we're gonna go over what you guys are gonna need. Pork Osso Bucco. The pork Osso Bucco is known as basically the shank of the pig. If you don't know what the shank is, it's basically the ankle in that direction, right? So that's just as simply as I can put it. You can buy it anywhere. It should be a nice cheap cut of meat. We're gonna braise it. We're gonna brown it first, then we're gonna braise it. I braise mine in a chili paste braise. So what I did was we're in the Southwest. We got all these dried chilies. I took dried chilies, I rehydrated the dried chilies, then I put them in a blender. I made a paste out of them, and then I put them with some chicken stock, some mirepoix, and basically just braise them off for 3 hours in the oven at about 350 degrees. So what you guys are gonna see in this video is once all that's done and you've taken that braising liquid and you've separated it out from the mirepoix, and so you're just left with a nice liquid. I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna do with that liquid, and then we're gonna plate it, right? So this is what we're gonna do. First, we're just gonna reheat the pork Osso Bucco in our braising liquid. You don't want it to be going too high because you don't want the liquid to actually reduce too much, and you don't want the meat to tear apart from the roll and boil. So you just want it to be nice and hot and warm, and just let it heat up naturally without trying to really force it to heat up with too much heat. Once you've done that, then we're going to get our beans. I chose the 2 native beans that are native to this area. I live in Arizona, and there's a lot of Native American land around here, and I can literally go to the farm where these beans were made, where these beans were grown, I should say. It's Ramona Farms. It's probably 45 minutes from my location, which is basically in the heart of Phoenix, right? So it is not that far away. Very local. I used Tepary beans, and I used Anasazi beans. Anasazi beans are basically Colorado beans. You're gonna heat up a saute pan, then you're gonna throw in your beans. Then after your beans, you're gonna follow the beans up with garlic, shallots. Then you're gonna deglaze with a little of the jus reduction, your braising reduction. And then if you have Demi on hand, I make my own Demi. You put your Demi in there, and it gives it a nice, rich flavor, and just a tad bit of butter, and that's gonna round out your sauce. It's gonna make it real saucy. It's gonna make your ragu really saucy, really ragu-y, if that's a word. Next, we're gonna make our sauce. You're gonna take your braising liquid in a hot pan, put it in there, let it reduce, throw a few tabs of butter in there, move it around so it doesn't break your sauce, so it kind of emulsifies. And then that's basically it. Just gonna let it reduce just a little bit, and then put it to the side. Next, we're gonna do our kale. Again, get a nice hot pan, a little bit of oil, put your kale in there, saute those lightly, and then you're gonna braise your kale lightly with some veggie stock. So we're gonna pour some veggie stock in there and just let it braise for about, I don't know, maybe about 2 minutes. About 2 minutes, hit it with some salt, hit it with some pepper, and that's basically it. And then we're gonna move on to plating. All right, so the first element that we're gonna put on the plate is our native bean ragu that also has some bits of our braised Osso Bucco in it. So we're just gonna put that in the middle of the bowl. Nice and easy. You kind of want to show off that juice, right? And then after the bean ragu goes down, then we're gonna put in our lightly braised black kale, like that. And then our very hot pork Osso Bucco, like that. And then when it's all said and done, we're gonna finish it off with our natural jus reduction. So we basically just took our braising liquid from when we braised our Osso Bucco. We reduced it down, added a little butter, and we're just gonna put it on top of it like that. And then we're just gonna finish off with some bright heirloom tomatoes. And that's that. You guys got pork Osso Bucco with native bean ragu, lightly braised black kale, and some fresh heirloom cherry tomatoes. I would like to thank everybody that stayed all the way through my video, all my friends and family that support me, all my future friends, all my viewers. I appreciate you guys as well. This is a really quick dish. I didn't want to bore you guys with the braising process, with the cooking the beans. It's very simple, but the flavors are there. It's very Southwestern. It goes exactly with the concept of my restaurant. It uses a lot of local ingredients, Native American influences behind it with the beans. And I really think that if you guys cook this at home, you have a lot of fun cooking it. It takes a while. It takes 3 hours at least just to cook the pork itself. It's probably gonna take, and the Tepary beans are gonna take a while as well, maybe an hour, hour and a half. The Anasazi beans are only gonna be about 45 minutes. So the prep time for this dish is very long, but once all the prep is done, it's very fast. And so I'm gonna present this dish to my chef. Hopefully he likes it. Hopefully it ends up on the menu. If it does, I will let you guys know, all right? So if you got any questions about anything that I've done, please feel free to leave a comment down below, leave a like, leave a comment, and let's start talking some food, all right? It's your boy Zach from Cook's Vision. Ain't nothing to it but to cook it.